today we have a very exciting class, very exciting guest, and we're going to start off with some introductions. So my name is Jeremy. I am the wellness chef for Cancer Rehab and Survivorship. Joined as always, the amazing Daniela Firini.
Hello. Yes, Daniela Firini, registered dietitian, dynamic duo, I would say. I just love seeing the recipes that Jeremy creates through his creative vortex. He goes into this creative vortex to create the recipes.
That's right.
So we're going to be working with Kidney Cancer Canada today. Christine Collins will join us a bit later. We are going to focus on healthy eating and cancer risk reductions again. And we're going to weave in some considerations for people who are living with kidney cancer as well. Okay? So without further ado, we'll go into our first recipe. Actually, I have to do a disclaimer first. If some of the foods we use today you're unsure of or you've been told to avoid, please discuss it first with your dietitian or your healthcare team before introducing it, because we know that sometimes you may need to follow a different diet based on the treatment you're receiving. But we'll try to also include some side effect management information. Okay?
Also, really quickly as well,
Yes.
if you have questions throughout, please feel free to ask. That goes for our virtual audience as well. Everyone watching at home, you can type it in the chat. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll do our best to answer your questions. If we can't, then we'll provide some resources.
Yeah, excellent point. Okay, so our first recipe is a smashed peach and cucumber bread salad. Sounds tremendous. So this scrumptious salad, we are highlighting the health benefits of fiber. And studies show that eating plenty of fiber can lower the risk of several long-term health complications, including some cancers. And the guidelines for cancer risk reduction actually recommend for women to get about 25 grams of fiber per day, for men up to 38. Most Canadians, not just people going through cancer care, are probably only at 50% of that. So we can all do a little bit better. So this recipe will help with that. The vegetables, the fruit, the whole grains is what will contribute to the fiber in this diet. And also, Jeremy will make it super tasty. If you're new to eating fiber-rich foods, add them gradually to the diet so that your body can get used to it. Remember to drink plenty of fluids, and actually in recipe 3, we're going to talk more about hydration. So that's enough for me. I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy to talk about this beautiful salad.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Neela. So bread salad might seem odd. There is another name. It's a very common sort of approach, especially part of the Mediterranean diet, say in Italy, Spain, in other countries as well. It's also known as a panzanella salad, which I love the approach because it's essentially you're taking a lot of leftovers, combining it together, and making a new dish. And so we're highlighting a few ingredients, peaches and cucumbers in particular today, but you can use any vegetables. It's commonly done with tomatoes. Just tomatoes here aren't that greatest yet, so we're going to wait to do that. But this is where you can use other ingredients as well. Stone fruit, like peaches, like plum, like nectarines, I think are a great sort of sub in for that. So we're going to get started. And in reverse, actually, we're going to start off with the dressing and then introduce our other ingredients. So this is where we can introduce some acid or fat. So we have some olive oil. You can use lemon juice. We're using just some white wine vinegar here. And I'm using about 3 to 2 ratio. So 2 tablespoons of our vinegar and about 3 tablespoons. You can measure this out. We're going to go by eye.
One day we'll get to the point where we can just eye it, right?
I think I ditched all my measuring spoons.
I have them all.
Neil is taking them. All right, so a little olive oil, a little vinegar.
Or I guess you can do like the ratio thing, how it just sits on top.
Yeah, so that's where I'm looking,
That's
just because it's separated.
Okay.
And a little bit of garlic if you like some of that heat, that punch. So I have a rasp here that just makes it a little bit easier. And
I bought a rasp and I'm just loving it.
It's
great.
just a great tool, especially if you're not super comfortable with your knife. Then you can see just running it through that micrograter, that rasp, it minces it really easily. Yeah, Danielle's reaching for that remote. So we'll put a little bit of that garlic in there. This is where, again, you can use whatever of your favorite flavors you want to add. A little salt, and we'll put a little black pepper. I'm doing it in a mason jar. That way it's just a little bit easier to mix all my ingredients.
You don't need to get a whisk. You just put the lid on and
Absolutely.
do a little dance.
Do a little dance. Yes.
Back up to the musical.
Yeah. So, and what we're doing is we want to create this sort of emulsion by forcing the vinegar and that fat, that olive oil together. So just a little shake, and then we get this really nice combined dressing. And then we'll pour that into our bowl. Okay, so that is our base of flavor. Again, you can infuse it with whatever you want in terms of flavor. Now comes to the bread. This is where, again, oftentimes it would be whatever leftover bread, anything that you want to use up, this would be perfect for that. We're focusing on fiber today, so choosing maybe like a whole wheat, whole grain bread.
Exactly, a
would be
whole
great.
grain bread.
Whole grain bread, yeah.
And the way you would find it, like if you're looking at the label, you want it to say whole grain, whole wheat bread. And sometimes now they're also saying including the germ, and that tells you that it is truly whole grain.
Lovely. Now, this is on the crunchy side, which is actually perfect. This will help to absorb a lot of that dressing, and it won't get like super soggy. It'll still hold most of its texture. And again, a really simple way to sort of bulk up a salad. This is going to help, because of that extra fiber in there, but also because of the bread, it's going to make it more of a satiating salad, which is really nice.
Jeremy, you put the bread in the oven to make it crispy?
You can, yeah, absolutely. You can toast it a little bit to make it a little crispier. If it's a very fresh loaf, then I would toast it a little bit just to give it some texture, and that'll help prevent it from sort of falling apart and getting too soggy, right?
What if it's bread you've had around for a while and it's kind of stale? Do you have to toast that?
No, so that in that case, yeah. Okay. If it's on the harder side.
Not that I have bread.
No, yeah. If it's on the harder side, or if it's in the freezer, then you can even just give it a quick toast, warm it up, and then throw it in. But it's a great way to use some of those odds and ends to make this delicious dish. If you want to add some red onion, you can throw some of that in there too, which we have. But essentially, dressing, bread, and then set it aside. And that way, it's going to start to pull in some of those flavors. And then we can move on to what we're using as our main ingredients. So I have some cucumber, and we have some peaches here.
So we talked about using peaches instead of the tomatoes.
Yes.
What about, are there options for the cucumbers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really any extra veg that you have.
Extra veg.
Peppers would be really good in here. You can you can throw in some zucchini. You can throw in celery, carrots. Honestly, whatever you enjoy. What I love about these vegetables here and fruit is that it will also provide its own, because they're so water dense, it will provide its own dressing as that salt starts to draw some of the moisture in the peaches and the cucumber, and so it'll continue to add flavor. So this is a great dish to make day of. It's going to taste even better the next day because that dressing is just going to become even more flavorful. Okay. Now, in terms of cutting this, prepping this, this is something that I want to focus on for a minute. One of my favorite salads, one of my favorite approaches to using cucumbers is you'll see in some salads based out of Chinese cuisine, where they have cucumber salads that are smashed. The cucumber itself is crushed and smashed. This is the approach that I want to take with it. And it just sounds fun as well. But what we're doing is, instead of just slicing my cucumber, like if I slice my cucumber and throw it in, that's obviously an easy way to do it. The dressing doesn't do a great job at sort of attach it to the cucumber this way, right? It's pretty slick. So instead, and this is one of my favorite techniques, is just grab a cup or a bowl, and you can just give it a little crush, a little bit of pressure, and literally just smash it. Okay? We're going to do the same with this cucumber here. You can use whatever makes it easier, a pin if you want. If you have some extra rage you need to get out.
I was going to say, just the sound is satisfying,
yes.
right? Can you hear that sound?
Yeah. And then what you have here, and you can even like break it apart with your hands at this point. You really don't even need your knife. But yeah, you can see what you have here is these like sort of very uneven, gnarly, crunchy little pieces of cucumber that are smashed. Yeah. And I love the irregularity of this. But what I've also created now is all these nooks and crannies and crevices for that dressing to seep into and to attach to. So the cucumber itself is going to absorb whatever dressing you put in there, and it's going to taste absolutely incredible. It clings on to the dressing beautifully. Usually you would have this with like sesame oil and like a black vinegar dressing on top, which is absolutely fantastic. But I wanted to use this technique for this panzanella or this bread salad.
And you're going to do the same with the peach?
We're going to do the same with the peach. So crush those guys. And then with the peach, I have a few pieces already cut here. We're going to take this one off the pit. These ones are a little firmer, which is perfect actually for a salad like this. If they're very ripe and they're very soft, then you probably don't want to put too much pressure and smash it. Otherwise, you'll have just peach mess all over the place. But because these are a little crunchier, that will work. Little tip on how to remove the peach actually from the stone, especially when they're firmer. You can cut a line around the pit and try to twist. If you find it a little challenging, especially if you're dealing with neuropathy and maybe you don't want to use the knife close to your hand because of the blade.
Too clumsy for that.
Too clumsy for that, yeah. You can grab a spoon or fork, and then after you cut the lines, you can just put your spoon, insert your spoon, and then twist. And that'll be a lot easier, and it comes right off the pit that way. So, see, I created that slice. So I have an opening, so I put my spoon in, and then just twist the spoon, and it's a lot easier. I don't have to struggle with the peach as much.
Especially if it's a firm peach.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like it's firm.
A firm peach, yeah. And then for the pit itself, we can just scoop it out with my spoon, and especially because it is firm, I don't want to be struggling with it, doing this with a knife. It's not the safest thing, right? So there we go. So we're using a spoon to do most of that work for us.
Question.
Yes.
Sorry if I missed this. A firm peach is your preference, correct? Over a softer one?
Yeah, you can use either. Honestly, either will work. But with the firm one, it will hold up a little bit better to that crushing force. If it's right, I wouldn't even bother with this part. Just add it in as is. So
that sounds pretty firm, right?
Yeah. Which is great. So it'll hold up and it'll be nice and crunchy, just like the cucumber. This is a lot of fun.
You can get your family involved.
You can get your
kids.
And also building muscles.
Oh, building muscles.
There you go.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, that one escaped.
All right, so we have created all of these little cracks and crevices now in the peach and in the cucumber, and we can add it. Again, it doesn't have to be small pieces. You can leave it in big pieces like this, but this is going to provide some really nice texture.
And that was like a medium peach. So if you were wondering, there's about 2 grams of fiber in a medium peach. And then in the 2 the 2 cucumbers, there's about 2 grams of fiber in there. And then the bread, it was a couple of slices of bread?
Yeah, probably 2 cups
2 cups.
cubed. So
probably
a couple slices. This is a French stick, so
French stick. So we probably have about 3 to 4 grams of fiber there too. So it all comes together for adding fiber to the diet. And it was easy, right? Yeah. We have our that was easy button.
all right. So we have our cucumber, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna plate this. It's pretty straightforward. Again, what I love about it is you can use up odds and ends. We'll incorporate the rest of the dressing throughout, and then let this sit. You can put this in the fridge. This would be great the next day, like I mentioned. As it sits, if you want to serve it a little bit later in the day, it'll be really nice. At the beginning, that bread, if it's crunchy like this, it'll still have most of that crunch to it, which is nice. And then it'll just soften up.
And this, if we look at the healthy food plate, and of course, I want to say that the plate size is about 9 inches, right? So when we're looking at that healthy food plate, half the plate is your colorful vegetables and fruit, a quarter of the plate is your whole grains. So we've got a couple of those things happening in here right now. We've got, the ratio looks like there's a lot more fruit and veg to the whole grain. Yeah.
This is basil.
Basil.
Yeah. Just because I had it, and I love basil. So we're gonna throw some in.
Okay.
Do you like mint?
I like everything.
Okay. But mint would also be good. All right, so
Oh, we're
I'm just
plating.
gonna plate it. Yeah, we'll just plate it just so you have a better look. And then we're gonna top this with a little bit of feta cheese. But if you want to add extra protein to this, I mean, a can of tuna in here would be absolutely delicious. You can throw in some canned chickpeas if you want.
So it's a wonderful base. So you can
Absolutely.
add your plant protein or your fish or the feta for today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's just, again, super colorful too, which I love.
Do you want me to, you let me know what the next step is if you want me to
Zoom in. Let's zoom in. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it?
Let's do it.
Because it looks so pretty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now with kidney cancer, like sometimes you need to follow a low sodium diet. It depends on the impairment. But for healthy eating overall, we probably it's a good idea to have a no added salt diet. So we're using feta, which is a higher salt cheese. So what you could do if you're trying to cut back on the salt is you could actually not add salt to the dressing, or you could look at the amount of feta that you would be using. Or like Jeremy said, you can opt for using the tuna, maybe tuna packed in just vegetable oil, so you can cut back. I'm bringing it back this way so you can see it. Cut back on the salt.